Why does Paul say, "Let no one judge you in food, feast day, or Sabbaths"? Let's start by looking at the text in question, which is Colossians 2, verses 16 and 17. It's important to keep in mind that Colossians was written to Greek converts who were living in a pagan culture. Let's look at the text. "Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink, or in respect of an holy day, or of the new moon, or of the Sabbath days, which are a shadow of things to come, but the body is of Messiah." This is an interesting visual aid that Paul uses here to describe these things. He says they are a shadow of the Messiah. A person's shadow always goes with you. Sometimes it follows you, sometimes it precedes you, but it's always right there with you. You can't go anywhere without your shadow. And likewise, your shadow can't go anywhere without you. Also, Paul says they are a shadow of things to come. This means the shadow precedes the Messiah. They are prophetic shadows that help to reveal the plans of Yahweh. The shadow of the Messiah helps us to know what the Messiah is going to do next. If you are in someone's shadow, then you are near to that person. So if we want to be near to the Messiah, then we must walk in His shadow. If we want to know what He is going to do next, then we must keep our eyes on His shadow. That's why it's important for us to practice the feasts so that we'll be near to the Messiah. If you're not familiar with this concept, please consider the following. Messiah died as the Passover lamb on Passover. He was buried sinless, without yeast, the beginning of unleavened bread. He was resurrected on first fruits as the first fruits of the resurrection. And He poured out the Holy Spirit on Pentecost to write the law in our hearts. His first coming was directly connected to the spring feasts. And likewise, His second coming will be directly connected to the fall feasts. He will return at the last trump on the Feast of Trumpets. He will judge the world on the Day of Atonement. And the Feast of Tabernacles is the wedding feast. Paul also says that the Sabbath is a shadow of the Messiah. This is because the Sabbath is a shadow of the kingdom reign of the Messiah. Think about it. There are 6 days of work, and the seventh day is the Sabbath. Well, the earth is almost 6,000 years old, and when Messiah returns, He will reign on the earth for 1,000 years. Remember what Peter says, "But beloved, be not ignorant of this one thing, that one day is with Yahweh as 1,000 years, and 1,000 years as one day." The Sabbath is a prophetic shadow of the 1,000-year reign of the Messiah. Yahweh gave us His set-apart feast days to make us aware of His calendar. He didn't give them to us so that we could have a family dinner. He was revealing His future plans to us. He was telling us to mark our calendars because He has something special planned on these days. Now with that in mind, let's read Colossians again. "Let no man therefore judge you in meat or in drink or in respect to a holy day, or of the new moon, or of the Sabbath days, which are a shadow of things to come, but the body is of Messiah." Paul says, "Let no man judge you in these things." I've heard many people claim that Paul was saying, don't let anyone judge you for not keeping the feasts and the Sabbath. However, that doesn't make any sense. If the feasts and Sabbath are prophetic shadows of the Messiah, then it's important for us to keep practicing them so that we can remain close to the Messiah. So why would Paul be telling them not to keep them if they're directly connected to the Messiah? Also consider the fact that Paul was writing to Gentile converts living in Colossus. It's important to know that Colossus was very near Laodicea, and both cities were known for their paganism. There were very few Jews living in that area. So who would be judging these new converts? The only people who might be judging them are the pagan friends and neighbors who think their new religion and lifestyle changes are unusual. Paul was basically telling these new converts, now that you are keeping the feast and the Sabbath, don't let your pagan friends and family judge you for being different. Now that you are eating differently, keeping different holidays, and resting on the Sabbath, don't let your pagan neighbors judge you for being different. Instead, realize that these things are prophetic shadows of the Messiah. So let that encourage you to keep doing what is right.